Good morning, parents. I'm John Anning, a parent educator at the Parents Place and the Center for Children and Youth. Today we're going to talk about you as a family storyteller. My wife Linda teaches at a kindergarten pod, and she mentioned the other day that no matter what children's literature she brings in, the story that the kids want to hear over and over again is when she was a kid and their family donkey sat on her brother. They cannot get enough of that story. And it made me think, and it made us talk about, are we all family storytellers? We all have a ton of stories. But maybe we don't always have the confidence to tell a story, because what if a story is just silly? What if a story makes us look bad? I'm sort of here to tell you today to give it a try, because even the stories that make you look bad will be very interesting to your children. Here's an example. When I was 4, I was fascinated by amphibious vehicles, and I rode my beautiful red and white tricycle straight into the fish pond. It was over my head. I didn't know how to swim. It was slimy. There were fish and turtles in there, and boy, my daughter loved to hear that story. I got in a lot of trouble. My dad had to rescue me. He had to build a fence around the fish pond. He wasn't happy with me at all. And I think it was really good for her to hear that about a very big mistake and what I learned from it. So that's another example. Here's some other ideas besides your biggest mistakes, which I think are great for kids to hear. Your favorite music. What music made you love music? And how did you listen to it? In my case, listening to Home on the Range on my sister's record player is what my earliest memory was. The job that you wanted, that you thought you wanted when you were their age. Some cool things about your siblings. Things you remember about your parents and grandparents. My grandfather and grandmother lived in a tent when they were first married because he was a surveyor on the railroad. Now, that's pretty olden days kind of stuff, but I think it's really interesting for children to realize what was different about their parents' and grandparents' lives when they were younger. How you met your partner. Things you remember about the day your son or daughter was born. Times you succeeded or failed at school. In my case, I was a pretty dismal failure early in school because I was colorblind and I didn't know it. And they thought there was something wrong with me because I couldn't count the balloons on the math worksheet. And again, I think it's good for kids to know that we're vulnerable, that we're not perfect, and that we learn by facing challenges and overcoming them. So that's my thought for today. I hope you'll give this a try. If you need additional support or ideas, feel free to reach out to our parenting experts anytime. We're here for you. And thanks for watching.